I'm gonna introduce you to something called the Tripwire product sales funnel. Some of us have sold things that are difficult. My last brand was in the firearms business. Try selling that kind of stuff on Amazon. Difficult. You can't really advertise that stuff on Facebook very effectively either. We'll sell something in the cannabis space. Difficult to advertise, right? This solves that problem too, because you can do this in a way that won't violate anybody's terms of service, and you can do it till the cows come home. So before we build this, I'm gonna set the table and explain why you might wanna build this. All right, so what is this thing? Have anybody ever heard of a Tripwire product sales funnel? Raise your hands if you've heard of it. All right, a few of you, great. So what is it? Here's what it is. Now, Brian Kelsey talked about this on TikTok. One of the strategies on TikTok was to, remember, seed your listing, right? Remember that? And how do you seed your listing on TikTok? What do? You give it away. You give it away. This is how you do that to your D2C site. You give it away or something away. And because of the way you build these things, but this is a little better because when you give it away, they're in your funnel, they're in your claw, and you can sell them immediately on something that they're gonna pay for. Immediately without them leaving your website. And you can do this over and over and over. Has anybody ever, say, oh, click this ad, get my free book. Click this ad, get my free thing. Click this ad, get my free thing. And then you enter your information. What do they end up doing? They charge you a little bit of money, right? To ship it. That's what this is. And I've perfected it for our type of business. The psychology is this. It reduces all the friction, right? Most of you are advertising your product on Meta or Google or wherever, and you have like this great, it's a great discount, 35% off, right? 50% off. And you're like, and it doesn't work. It's such a great offer, right? This reduces all that friction. It creates a massive buying momentum, and you get a ton of qualified leads that you can use in all kinds of ways, which we'll talk about in a moment. So when do you use this? Brandon talked about average order value, cart value. Now, it doesn't mean you have to sell something that costs $70 or more, but it means you need to be able to bundle stuff. So if all you have is a $15 thing and that's like it, and you're making your 10 million a year doing that, this is probably not for you. Unless that $15 thing is purchased every week or every month over and over and over again. This could work for you because it's also great for subscriptions. So if anybody has subscribe and save offers, this is really good for you as well. It's also really good if you just want to build a huge qualified buyer list that you can use all over the place. It's also really great because you can advertise this literally everywhere. Some of us have sold things that are difficult. My last brand was in the firearms business. Try selling that kind of stuff on Amazon. Difficult. You can't really advertise that stuff on Facebook very effectively either. We'll sell something in the cannabis space. Difficult to advertise, right? This solves that problem too, because you can do this in a way that won't violate anybody's terms of service, and you can do it till the cows come home. All right, so when not to use this, right? I like what Brian showed us earlier where he says, this is what to do, and these are all the mistakes that I made, so this is what will not work. If you can't make a cart value of at least $50 in a non-subscription product, it won't really work that well. If you have that one thing, that little $15 thing, it's a one-time purchase and it's over, hopefully you're not in that kind of business. But if you are, this probably won't work for you. And if you're not willing to make some level of investment, right? Just like everything else, this is gonna take a little bit of front loading, right? You gotta be in it long enough for it to hit. So make a 3-month commitment to this, or do something else. And the other thing is you gotta want to get good at email marketing, SMS text marketing. Be aggressive here, really aggressive. So what's required? Brandon asked me to share with you, well, what's required, right? Before we build this thing. So here's what's required. 4 to 8 weeks to build it. You need some software, some sales funnel software. There's lots out there. I'm gonna show you one today. You gotta be, willing to get through what Ezra Firestone, I stole this from him for those of you that know Ezra, Tech Nasty, ever heard him say Tech Nasty? You gotta get through some Tech Nasty stuff because it doesn't all fit together nice and neat. You gotta spend some money on advertising, at least $3,000 a month for a few months. And you need some people. Now you can do all this yourself, but these are the people that I have on the team to do it for me. Me, the strategist, a graphic designer, someone to do the Tech Nasty stuff, and then someone to run your media and your email. Or you can do it yourself if you're equipped for that. You can do this on your own. Total cost, if you didn't see that because it went like that, is about, I pay about $12,500 to build these things from zero to launch during that 4 to 8 week period. That's what I pay the team to do it. And this is your execution path. This is what you do in order. Create your offer, build your funnel. We're not gonna build your whole funnel, okay? I don't have my Tech Nasty team with me today, but we're gonna show you the process of that. You're gonna build out your emails and your SMS messages. You're gonna do all the integrations. You're gonna launch your ads, and then you're gonna get your first sale really fast. Normally, I get my first sale within the first hour of my ads launching on TikTok, or on Meta, Google, or Instagram. I usually get my first sale within the first hour. That's pretty hot, right? Right? And that's unusual for most of us. So you don't have to wait. Oh, is it working or not working? Wait an hour, or maybe the next day, but yeah. And then you split test and optimize. Oh, I'm sorry, you have to celebrate too once you get your first sale. Right, Brian? It's always good to celebrate.